Hi, my name is JD Cox with the Advanced Remote and Geospatial Operations Lab, or ARGO Lab, here at Northwestern State University. And we're going to do an unboxing of a new LiDAR system. This is a WISPR SkyScout with the Inertia Labs Recipe LiDAR Payload. So let's go ahead. This is the first time we broke into this unit. So we're going to open it up, pull everything out, take a look at it, and then we're going to break it down in more detail after that. So the cases on these are actually really nice. So this is the airframe. In here is all the components, including the charger and then the smart controller. So we're going to start by kind of lifting the airframe out. Hopefully it comes right out. Sometimes these things get stuck in these packages, kind of like that. We're going to set that to the side. Let's go ahead and pull our batteries out. Set those to the side for now. It's branding on the batteries. That's kind of cool. And we're going to go ahead and pull out the smart controller as well. And take a look at that. Got the joysticks. Pop those out too. And then this is the charger. We'll leave that in the case for now. Legs are in the top of the case. Set those to the side as well. That's the other one. Shut the case. Move it to the side for now. WISPR SkyScout is a intermediate or mid-sized quadcopter. The arm, parts of the frame, and then the props are all carbon fiber. Most of the attachment points and locking mechanisms are milled aluminum, so good construction on this. So let's go ahead and lock those arms in place. Pretty audible click on those, so you know when they're set. Lower ones. Move the props out of the way. And lock those out, and then we'll go ahead and put the legs on. So it's just a T-shape, carbon fiber, and then the, again, aluminum attachment points. And then you've got your locking levers. So let's go ahead and flip it over. So it's relatively high off the ground. Your legs are pretty long, so that's going to be helpful for when you've got rough terrain. Batteries sit up here. They have a sort of key slot that they slide into, so it's a down and back motion, and then there's locking tabs. So you set the batteries in, press the tabs, and then push backwards. And the attachment for the battery, the connection point's in the rear. Again, I got the battery backwards. So push, and then they lock in place. We're going to go ahead and turn it off for now. Turn off is like pretty much every other drone on the planet. One short click followed by a long click, and the unit will power down. The underside, let's go ahead and turn this over, has a modular payload system with a locking mechanism. And it's actually a two-fold lock. So you've got your initial tabs that are going to prevent your payload from slipping out, and then you're going to rotate the lock in place to firmly lock it. Notice it is gimbaled, so you've got motion dampeners in here. So whatever your payload is going to sit in that and lock into place. So we're going to move the airframe over to the side for now and take a look at the controller. The controller comes with the joysticks not attached. They screw in to pretty sharp, pretty tactile. You're not going to slip off of those. Then you have your antenna units, and then we'll go ahead and pull the plastic off of this. Set that off to the side. So I'm really glad this unit comes with a smart controller as opposed to some of the other systems where you hook in a phone or an iPad. I found that working with these in the field, it's generally better to have everything in one package, and it's just kind of plug and play. So let's move this off to the side, and then we'll open up the payload. So this is one of Inertia Labs' LiDAR systems. We'll pull it out and then we'll talk about it a little bit. It also comes with your PPK antenna. We'll set that off to the side. Again, you have a locking case, little twist locks on this one. So here's the LiDAR system. This is your attachment point. It goes into that quick mount gimbal. Underneath, you've got your laser emitter, you've got a cooling fan, and then you've also got a camera module in there also. So let's move this to the side and I'll show you how to attach that. So we're going to bring the SkyScout back and we're going to flip it over. And then you've got 3 slots here and 3 tabs on the payload. So you're going to drop that in and it's going to twist in place, and then you'll lock the payload. And notice you have a little play in it. That's again from the gimbal. It's got some motion dampening. So we're going to take the whole unit and we're going to flip it over very carefully. And that's the setup. I'll open up the props too so you can kind of see the wingspan on these. Relatively large props. This thing's got to have a lot of lift power. Those LiDAR units, whether it's this one or any of the other ones, they're all quite heavy, so you got to have a lot of lift to pick those things up off the ground. And that's just a general unboxing, setup of the SkyScout airframe with the LiDAR package and the smart controller. And we'll go through some other videos of actually utilizing these, doing some data collection, and go through the processing, data processing and utilization of these too. So we'll kind of do a progression all the way through. Thanks for watching.